unless it is necessary for us to continue the way we have been. But
There might be a minor chance. Well, I'll probably make it home in time, but I'll probably have to drive my wife to the airport next Sunday so she could get to the UK in time for her job.
Okay.
Oh, so this move is happening like imminently now.
Oh yeah,
She got a job, right? Yeah. So.
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
All
Get
the
the
teaching
fuck out of my
stuff
country, Richard.
I'm working on it, man. The house is about to go on the market. Unfortunately, I need that money.
Okay, so we are live. This week, so we can't do a podcast on Wednesday because I have my final Decatur Municipal Band gig of the summer, other than our big fall concert that we have in October, is on Wednesday. So there will not be a podcast on Wednesday, but we're gonna do it at some other point in the week, maybe Saturday. And on that, we're doing Star Wars story time. We're gonna talk about Star Wars news. Also, Chris and I are going to watch the first 2 episodes of Alien Earth, which is a new FX show that's dropping in the same universe as Alien and Aliens. So we're going to chat about that a little bit too. And then Battlefront Wednesday through Saturday, depending on what days we're free and what days we're around. Not Wednesday because I'll have a gig. Thursday through Saturday. And on any of those days, we're not doing Battlefront, it'll be Knights of the Old Republic 2, which I think I'm about finished with Nar Shaddaa. Like I'm almost done with that, and then I'll be moving on to something else. And I think that's it. I think that's all we have planned this week.
Nice.
All right, thanks, Daniel. And everybody, welcome back to Gungans and Dragons, Pirates of Drynax Edition. This week, I'm going to do an unusual thing and do a shout out to Blue Iris Farms in Lebanon, Connecticut, who just took in my chickens because I'm going to be moving to the UK. That's Chip Dale, Braveheart, Stormy, and Kagome. So it's a nonprofit. So anybody who wants to see some lovely chickens, and they also have like horses, goats, pigs, and whatnot. They are a thing in Lebanon, Connecticut, helping out people. And yeah. So, back to the game. This is a Traveler game based in the main Traveler universe, where our intrepid adventurers have become pirates working on the down
Privateers. Let the record show that we're privateers.
And they have managed to get a few things done over this past year, and right now they are on their way to get a bounty back for the head of the pirate known as Redbane. At the moment, the party has been somewhat split. Urian Ricard, who is controlled by Sean, went in one direction and the rest of the group went in another. I've been doing sessions with Sean behind the scenes, and there will be a few interjections as time goes on, though the other side of the table will not know when this takes place because, well, things have happened. But you all are about to kind of look at a few different things as you've detected a Hiver ship on Borite, I believe, or are you on Marduk?
Nope, Borite. Yep, we're in the Borite system.
Yep. Okay. But before we continue, let's start with introduction of characters and their players. So let me get to the right tabs.
And Andrew's first.
So starting off, we have Andrew as played by April.
Yes, I'm April, and I play Andrew. She's a spacer from Drynax who, during the course of the campaign, has had a minor awakening of psionic powers, and she is now involved in as the XO of the Ganimakkur, and I think that's all I have for right now.
Great. And because everybody likes to have names on the fucking last end of the alphabet.
Sharky's next.
Sharky Sparks, as played by Monty.
My name is Monty. I play Sharky Sparks. He is a backwater farm boy that is now the pilot of the Ganimakkur, formerly known as Salvation's End.
Great.
That's our dead name. You're not allowed to use that name.
Oh dear. Next, I believe we have Sven Bjorn, as played by Wenton.
Yeah, I'm Winton. I'm playing Sven Bjorn, who's a Solomani from Strand. He's a retired Marine / merchant Marine who's found himself in the position of being the ship's security officer.
All right. Next, we have Ukluna Enks, as played by Daniel.
Who is the captain of the Ganimakkur, former Imperium spy turned privateer, and yeah.
Does Ukluna remember what planet he's from? Since everyone was mentioning their like home worlds.
His memory was damaged in an auto dock, and it just so
Nice.
happened that
Nice.
that one particular memory was damaged as well.
Well, if he looks up his own records, he'll see that his
Well,
home world is.
If you shut the fuck up, he'll look up his character sheet right now.
all of a sudden, just
All right, everyone stop. We're doing this now. We're doing this now. Lonnie Human from McDermott, which is funny. I should remember that. I have a friend whose last name is McDermott. It's spelled just like that.
It would be funny if the reason that he's from that home world is because of that friend, and that's the reason you chose that.
I don't.
Stop.
Do we choose the homeworlds we're from?
Yes.
I helped during the character creation process when you were asking for like Imperium aligned worlds, and I think when I mentioned this one, you were like, "Ooh, that one."
I don't remember. That very well might have been why I chose it, but I don't remember. I don't remember making that choice, but it is possible. I'm gonna text him
All
right
right,
now.
and then for our crew, last but not least, Urian Rikarth, as played by Sean. For now.
Yeah, I'm playing for now. No, I'm playing Urian.
Also, that was kind of ominous. What do you like? Do you expect him to die?
Yeah, I picked up on that too.
God, I hope so.
Sean, what is Urian's current condition?
His current condition is A-OK.
Well, that was vague and unconvincing.
Do you want to field this one, Richard? Do you want me to?
Oh, we'll let things unfold, Sean.
Okay.
It might get spicy.
Okay. Cool.
And sorry, do you want to do more of an introduction? Because I think I just made it a bit ominous, and you didn't really get a chance.
Well, it sounds like he's not going to be around for much longer, so why even bother?
Well,
yeah.
I mean, sometimes when a character is no longer controlled by a player, that doesn't necessarily mean they are dead, Daniel.
Okay, so you're just making it. Okay. Well, you kind of ruined the surprise, I think.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I don't accept your apology specifically in this moment.
Also,
You'll
yeah.
have to make amends with me at a later time.
Write a letter.
Also,
Write a letter, you lazy fuck.
Also, for me, that was a Slems callback.
You better fucking watch it, by the way.
He's out there
For,
making money.
for
I know.
now.
But yeah, no, I play Urian. That's it. That's what I do.
All right.
The Darien Psycho.
Yeah, it's both.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
All of the above.
And
Psycho
and I am Richard. I am the game master, GM slash referee for this traveler game. I help determine the actions of the NPCs. I help determine what the results of rolls are, and help facilitate the game going forward. So, just to remind everyone, we are now here. You are in orbit of Borite. You have detected a Hiver ship down there. And other than that, it seems like this is a pretty unremarkable world. The tech level is pretty low. This world was once a member of the Drynaxian Kingdom. In fact, the Borite Continuity Authority is actually a decaying remnant of the old Drynaxian bureaucracy. So,
What happened to it?
well, when the kingdom fell apart, the various different pieces that were all kind of like were separated, kind of evolved, or in this case, decayed as time went on, as the kingdom was shattered by the Aslan.
Oh, but there aren't like a ton of people here anymore, though, right?
There are. So you would have gotten this from the satellite as you kind of were updated with its little kind of entry on your computer. There are about 70 million people on this planet.
But the tech level
So
is like really low. Like,
yes.
do they even have ships?
They do not.
Define ships. No.
So what they do have are trains, early automobiles, steamships, dirigibles, balloons. They have a few very basic rockets.
Oh.
Early electricity, hydrocarbon internal combustion.
So the crown
We
probably
can retire here and become gods to them.
Yeah. It'd be like a Rick and Morty thing.
You talk about late 1800s Earth time then.
Yeah, I can't imagine the crown would have a huge interest. Are there any like are there any landmarks
actually,
of note? Like
Actually,
points of interest?
the thing of interest that probably Drynax would have in the most would just be the literal manpower from this world. Because the population of this world is many times over than what...
They have water, they have...
In fact, one of the things the king told you that Drynax is most desperate for right now is actually having enough workers to work in that shipyard that you brought over to Drynax.
Shit. Okay, well, I kind of wish I'd asked these questions the last session.
Well, I mean, you guys didn't make any concrete decisions. You were just approaching the world. So it's a Class E starport. So it's a frontier quality installation with few amenities. They just have unrefined fuel for starships and a limited variety of ship provisions. So basically, the Class E starport is just a big field with a few sheds next to it.
Okay. So, my plan originally was that we sit down and refuel on our own. And while we did that, I was going to send Andrew and Sharky and Leonard to our Hiver neighbors and get some information about our Kukri problem. But while you're over there, have Sharky sniff around and see if there's anything of interest on their ship that we might want to risk, our safety for.
Have we tried hailing the ship? Do we know if anyone's on it?
We haven't yet. That's part of... why we
And
need a
the only
diplomatic
other
party.
The only other thing that you would have gotten from the satellite telling you where the starport is there is a general warning and system that is repeated that that the system is being under threat by Ogma raiders.
Oh,
And
I
for
don't
any
remember
visitors to be aware of that.
What are do they elaborate on what an Ogma Raider is and
Roll 2d6 plus 1. Actually, plus 3 with your computers for the entries.
that. Can you spell that, by the way?
Oghman is, well, Ogma is Oghma, but they're the Ogmen.
Oh yeah, isn't that like one of the neighboring systems?
9?
It is. Yep. So, yep, they are slavers who come from the nearby Ogma system. They have been known to terrorize worlds with lesser tech levels, and have a proclivity to enslave anyone that they find with significant abilities or technical skills.
Andrew, what would you say about abandoning our interest in the Hiver ship and making contact with the local government and seeing if we can help them with any of these problems?
Dealing with slavers is always an important priority to have.
Yeah, and if they're harassing the local government,
I guess the question is, how do we? Yeah, we need more. We need more information before we make any promises about what kind of. Yeah, I think it's definitely worth talking to the local government about it.
yeah, I'm not sure that the Hiver ship is really that important to us right now, especially if we can find a way to align the system to Drynax and transport workers to the station. Not ourselves transport them, but like open up like a trading lane or something. I guess Leonard, what do you know about this place, and where would we make initial contact with the government?
Leonard, let's see.
Leonard pulls out his phone and Googles it.
Essentially.
Well, I've never been here myself. The king has never seen any sort of reason to reach out to this system.
But our priorities have changed.
True. I would probably say, since they are ruled by this, what are they called? The Borite Continuity Authority, that if we contact the starport, though we have to contact the starport through radio, we can try to arrange a meeting with officials, and they might be able to give us a sort of better glimpse into what's going on.
Let's kill two birds with one stone. We'll set down at the refueling depot. We'll just refuel there, and it will give us an excuse to be in the area and ask some questions.
You know, Captain, catching two birds with one net is usually a little bit better than killing them, because then you can raise a whole little bird army afterwards.
Well, let's raise our bird army then, and giving them some business might actually also put us on good footing as well.
All right.
Oh, well, hold on. Before we do that, the question is, do we land as the Ganimakkur or something else?
So Leonard will pipe up. Well, if you are attempting to try to do some official business for Drynax, I would probably go under the Ganimakkur's flag. If you're trying to do this surreptitiously, then I would hide who we are.
Okay. Well, let's just be who we are then. I mean, I when we were landing, when we were coming in, I thought maybe if we were going to harass this Hiver ship, we want to look at like a different ship. But if we're going to be here on official business, let's just.
If we're gonna play nice.
Yeah. All right.
Leonard kind of nods. Yeah, I wasn't really looking forward to going against a ship that has double the radiation weapons that we do.
Yeah, I was going to see. My plan was to see what they had and to rob them blind before they got off the ground. But I think this is way more worthy our attention than that is. And that way we don't have to split. We don't have to split the crew up. We can just land and we can all check it out.
All right. Well, in that case, it can be.
Shall I hail the? Are we supposed to like call them or?
So calling them, there's going to be a bit of delay through the radio, since you have to use pretty basic radio frequencies to call down to them.
FM radio.
So this is going to be for Ukluna, 2d6 plus 3.
That's a 10.
Okay, what are you saying?
This is the Harrier class ship Ganimakkur. We would like to land and refuel our ship.
Acknowledged. This is the Borite Continuity Authority here at our massive starport. We welcome you, visitors from the stars, to our lovely world. We have a free berth for you. Are you in need of any goods or succor?
I think for now, we're just going to go with the refueling. However, if you could have our ship met with your highest ranking supervisor when we land, that would be great.
There is a little bit of a pause.
I just realized I just Karen'd him and asked to speak to his supervisor, and I didn't mean it like that.
But then you hear, acknowledged, Ganimakkur. We will have officials waiting for you, and we will get the horses mounted with the tubes to make sure we can refuel you as quickly as possible.
I'm going to look over at Andrew excitedly. They have horses.
You can follow our high-frequency transmitter, which will tell you where our starport is.
Sharky, are you going to be able to deal with that?
Sure, Captain, but what about the birds?
We are working on the birds presently.
Okay, good.
Also, Leonard, how much are we saying? I mean, are we saying that we're representatives of the king, or are we just kind of a middleman?
Depends on how you want to go along with this, Captain. I mean, they might not have much in the way of technical abilities down there, but again, I believe the king probably does need manpower for that shipyard of his. So, they're human beings, they can learn. But I think we should be careful of how we want to preface this. They're already dealing with, forces that snatch people and take them away from their world. We don't want to seem like we're just a different sort of that.
Well, we're going to start off by offering some assistance when they tell us about their problem. I'm just wondering, the reason I ask is because we've been very careful to conceal our allegiance with the crown, and I want to know if there's any wisdom in continuing to do that.
Well, we could always say that we are acting in a sort of mercenary capacity, and we've been hired to give this offer.
That's probably best.
All right, so we'll say we're private consultants.
Which, I mean, considering for the Drynax that most people have known for the past 100 years, that wouldn't really be a surprise, considering that our Navy has been, well, frankly, fairly lacking in capabilities.
Okay. Well, let's just do that then. And let's set down whenever we have a clear vector, I guess.
All right. Well, in that case, it will be Sharky rolling to get to the surface here. So that would be 2d6 plus 2.
I'm rolling. I'm rolling. I'm rolling.
And a 10.
And I got a 10.
So Sharky.
That was a great roll,
as you
Monty.
come-
Good job.
Yes, good job, Monty.
As you come
Thanks, guys.
down over this world, it looks just kind of like a mud ball with a little bit of an ocean up in the northern hemisphere that takes up about what is it? It's like 40% or more of the world. It's a little bit smaller than your average planet. But yeah, you follow the signal really well. It is kind of like a mixture of just like brown dirt and fields of grain. As you come down, you can see the Hiver ship, which kind of towers over your ship. As you land down, you can see that there are several little shacks scattered about, and there are indeed a team of horses that seem to have pulled a large mechanism, which is attached to a it looks like a giant oil drum, and it's like standing by as you are all landing. There is a large truck nearby that appears to be idling, and people who are dressed in kind of archaic long coats, wearing wide brimmed hats, who are kind of like waiting outside.
All right, so let's get. We're gonna take Andrew, Sven, Sharky, Vim, and Leonard.
Okay. So are you? So are you? Is Ukluna going out as well?
Yeah, I'll go with Sven. Don't let me get shot.
Right behind you.
All right. Well, you all head out. The first thing you notice, just on first breath, in this new atmosphere, is that it is hard for you to breathe. It feels like you are on top of a tall mountain. The other people who are already here don't really seem to be bothered at all and are smiling and waving at you.
I will smile and wave back, and the party will approach.
All right. So the first one walks up to you and says, I am Douglas Norn. I am the commander of the starport. Who may I have the pleasure of speaking to?
I am Ukluna Eggs. I'm the captain of this vessel, and behind me are members of my crew. This is my XO, Andrew, my chief of security, Sven, my pilot, Sharky, my assistant, Vim, and last but not least is ship's ambassador, Leonard.
So Sharky is getting a lot of attention from people. A few of them are looking at him like wide-eyed.
Sharky is a Vogger.
I see. One of the what do you call them? And he seems to be talking to an aide. Oh yes, a wolfman. Is that right?
I'm gonna glance nervously at Sharky.
That's right, little pink man.
Why, thank you. I try to keep my skin very clean.
Maybe we should have Sharky do the negotiating. They might like him more. I was kidding. That was Daniel saying that, not Ukluna.
It's amazing what a little bit of soap with asbestos can do to keep your skin nice and shiny.
I'm sorry, did you say asbestos?
Asbestos is the bestest.
Ukluna to Dr. Jen. we might want to
It's
drop
a
off.
great insulator.
We should maybe drop off some pamphlets before we leave about asbestos.
Yeah, it's the best. Did you hear him?
I did indeed. So we were hoping to make contact with a representative of your government.
Well, that's good. I am a representative of the Borite Continuity Authority. Long may it be continuous.
Indeed, I'll shake his hand.
He shakes it back.
Also,
Well, it's good to see a well-mannered spacer come through here.
well,
Some people can be quite strange when they come down here, but we try to roll out the welcome wagon. And then he points at the truck. You can see on the outside, written in Galactic, it literally says "Welcome Wagon."
all right then. Well, as I introduced you to Leonard, Leonard's going to be helping us interface while we have chats here. What is your position in your government?
Oh, I am a commander. I am officially part of our local military.
Okay, is that a high-ranking position? Are you the command? Are you the commander of this area?
Yes, of the Starport.
Okay. Well, we couldn't help but notice on our way in when we, Richard, is it like a system data buoy or something that we ran into on the way in?
Yes.
Okay. When we scanned your system buoy, it said something about you guys having trouble with raiders.
Ah, yes, the Ogma Raiders. Terrible sort. Terrible sort. I also would recommend that you not bring any sort of writing with you down onto the surface. It can make the locals a little bit nervous. Spies everywhere, and if they spot that, you're of the intelligent sort, you become a target.
I'm sorry, we shouldn't bring what with us?
Writing, books. Sometimes you have those weird screens where, like, you have like multiple books in them. This weird concept.
Okay. Wow. Well, how about we go ahead and refuel our ship, and why don't you and I and Leonard and my crew talk about this problem that you have, because we may be interested in helping you solve some of it.
Oh, well, that would be nice. Yes, please. You can get on the welcome wagon, and we'll bring you to the mess hall.
Perfect. I will look dubiously at the welcome wagon and then wait for Sven to get on first.
We'll have a selection of local delicacies, and please be aware that any local delicacies that you sample during our meal are available for purchase in bulk, and we'll even load it up onto your ship ourselves.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you.
So yeah, you kind of get onto the welcome wagon, and it feels like an old jalopy. You can hear just the engine kind of like sputtering, and at one point it actually stops as you all enter. The driver swears, jumps off with a hand crank in his hand, and he jams it into the front of the engine, and you see him start to turn it again and again and again until the engine starts up once more, and he says, okay, we gotta go. And you start bouncing down a dirt path to a larger shack. As you get there, the shack itself doesn't have windows, you notice, and is built partially into the ground. And as they opened it up, it has 2 long rows of tables, and it is lit by incandescent lights that are kind of humming slightly as you go in, and the light isn't super consistent. It kind of like buzzes in and out a little bit. The commander kind of beams as he notices some of you looking at the lights, and he said, "See, we replaced the old torches last year. We're pretty advanced here."
This is a really nice facility you have.
These lights are really bright.
The tables are laden with all sorts of pies. You can see that there are a few big soup dishes in the middle of the table, and lots of different breads.
I assume that we've probably been living on rations for a while, right? From the ship?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm
The
going.
commander nods towards it all. Yes, so feel free to partake. On the second table, we have some of our local beers and whiskeys that we have. Unfortunately, we don't have any of the complaining drink that sometimes people ask for.
Complaining drink?
Yeah, they call it wine.
You guys brew beer, but you don't brew wine?
No, we were told that it's some sort of fruit known as grapes.
Yeah,
That
that's what I
we would
understand it
need
to be.
for it. But they don't really grow on Borite. Apparently, our atmosphere isn't good for it. Just like, well, I mean, I see you guys gasping a little bit. You know, kind of like off-worlders. I imagine it's the same for the grapes.
Yes, that would make perfect sense.
We are but small little grapes on Borite. I'll take a seat in front of the food. I can I can eat.
Okay.
I'll take a seat.
Great. All right, so you all will begin your feast. Meanwhile, on the in the what is it? The Uranosphere system and world. Urian, you have gotten to the Class B starport here.
Ah, cool. I'm gonna like try to land the ship.
Okay. Roll 2d6 plus 1. I heard your blip, but I didn't see your roll.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Oh, it because I wasn't on roll 20, and like
Oh.
if I go, so what happens is if you let's say you're on a separate like window from roll 20, and people have rolled,
Mhm.
and then you go over to roll 20, you'll all the blips will just come in at the same time.
Oh, weird.
Okay, that was a false blip. Okay, we got you.
Yeah. 11.
All right, yeah, you come in for a perfect landing to the Class B starport. The ship that you are on, the Trophy Lounge, is still very much battered from your last escapade, and fortunately, it's still containing atmosphere and whatnot, but it will need refueling at this point.
Did you get
Gotcha.
attacked? Am I allowed to ask that?
Well, so you are getting contacted. You hear a ringing,
So
and
he's got a
someone
different ship.
is at your airlock.
all right, I'll go to the airlock. Be like,
It's a technician. He has a pad in his hand and says, hello, pilot of the Trophy Lounge.
yeah, that's it.
According to your registration. Okay. Yes, okay. Yes, Mr. Archibald Treacher. Will you need a refueling now?
Yeah. Also, could you also repair the ship, please?
All right. Well, we'll just need a payment from you for the refueling and the any sort of repairs that we start to undergo.
Would I?
As the technician says this, you can feel Chitara's hands on your back and her whisper in her head, "Make it easy. Make him think that you paid, and he'll just fix everything for you."
What the
Yeah.
fuck is going on right now?
Yeah, that's kind of the idea. It'll be like, no, I already paid, bro.
Okay.
Broham.
2d6 plus 7.
14.
The technician's eyes get glassy for a second and says, "Oh, right, Mr. Treacher, of course. We will start to assess and undergo repairs right away. Thank you, sir."
Also, where's the nearest hospital at?
Hospital?
Yeah, not doctors.
Hospital, not doctors, did you just say?
No, like where's the nearest hospital? Like with doctors.
With doctors.
Like with
Doctors included.
Okay, yeah.
No hospitals
Yeah,
without
for some-
doctors.
Yeah, for a second I thought you said hospitals and then, like, not doctors. And I was like, what, an empty hospital? Let's see. So you are on a Class B starport. So he says there is a medical facility here at the starport.
Awesome, cool. How do I get to it?
He gives you directions. It'll take you. The starport itself is like a miniature city unto itself. He says, "Oh, just make sure not to bring." Oh, actually, no. Aaron Sir has no law in practice. It is an anarchy. Huh.
Oh, cool. So there's no hospital.
There may be few or no law enforcement officers. The expectation is citizens will bring lawbreakers to the attention of the judicial system. Legal proceedings will be fast with few people involved. Okay, never mind. You can bring your your battle dress and everything. Yeah. He says, yeah. Just follow the directions. It'll take about 15-minute walk from here. Are you feeling all right? Is there something that I should notify Starport authorities about? We
just-
even though we are lax rule wise around here, they still do quarantine for any sort of outbreak situation.
Oh no, nothing like that. I think I just ate something bad and food poisoning. So I was kind of hoping to get something to take care of that.
Well, Mr. Treacher, I hope your stomach problems get solved soon.
Same, and thank you. I'll give him so I have 500 credits on me, right?
How many credits do you have on you right now? Because you are fairly cash poor at the moment.
Yeah.
Urian has 2,500 credits.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him 10 credits as Actually, no. How many guns does the ship have on it? Collect guns that the guy collected.
Oh, you didn't really gather them up. You were busy doing. Remember, you were busy doing other things during that jump.
Right, but the guns are still on the ship, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could always try to go back on board now and try to make some sort of inventory.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was on. Okay, I thought we were talking on the ship or not. Okay, gotcha.
No. He was at your airlock, so you basically just opened the door for him at the airlock.
Okay, no, I'll just give him a 10 credits and be like, okay, be like, cool, thanks, and I'm gonna just kind of beeline it.
He kind of looks at the 10 credits and says, "Gee whiz, thanks, mister."
Okay, I'll give him 100 credits.
Okay, and he nods. All right. Well, we'll get refueling and seeing what we can do about patching up that ship of yours.
Appreciate it, bro. And I'm gonna run off towards the hospital.
You gave him enough money to get one drink at Starbucks, you asshole.
Well, I don't know how much credits are worth. I don't know the exchange rate of dollars to credits.
Yeah, so you get to the medical facility relatively quickly. It is a 3-story building that's relatively narrow within the small streets at the starports. You will, get through to check in fairly quickly. Behind the desk is a Valgar woman who looks up at you. Her ears kind of raise up, and she looks at you bright-eyed and says, "Ah, how can I help you?
Yeah. Hi.
Name, malady."
Oh. Treacher. What was it? Jack Treacher, right?
Jack Reacher.
Well,
Jack
actually,
Treacher.
it was
Archibald, right? Yeah.
Archibald Treacher.
Okay, Mr. Treacher, what can we help you with today?
Yeah. Okay. So I'm kind of. So can this be a private conversation if that's okay? Kind of a bit embarrassing, I suppose.
Sean, did you get
You,
gonorrhea while
yeah,
you were abroad?
you hear in your head at the kind of like the memory of Chitara and your time together, and her warnings of being careful and not trusting anyone.
Be like, not now, Chitara, and I'll be like,
Back, woman.
right? I'll just be like, okay.
The Vogger receptionist will kind of look at you oddly and say, "Okay, yeah, sure, we'll have the doctor ready for you. Please go to room 202."
She's
It's
paging the psych full right now. You're in. Run.
it's upstairs to your left. The door is marked, as long as you can read Galactic.
I assume I can. Isn't Galactic just basic?
Galactic? Yeah, it's kind of like basic.
I mean, I assume if my character can speak English, he can read Galactic, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a mix of English and the language of the. Oh no, it's not Solomani. It's the Villani people.
Ah, gotcha.
Okay, so yeah, you will head up there. It takes about 45 minutes as you wait in the room. The room seems a bit sparse. There's a table you could sit on. It has a bit of paper on it. There's, a couple cabinets. And then in comes a doctor wearing a lab coat. You can see as he walks in, he's strapped. He has a pistol at his side, but he's not holding it at the moment. His face is a little bit scarred, but he looks at you with bright blue eyes and says, "Ah, Mr. Treacher. Funny. With the name Archibald, I thought you'd be a bit older. How can I help you?"
Yeah, I get that a lot actually. Yeah, okay. So, I'm kind of a big game hunter, as it were, and
Huh?
while I
I
was
hear
hunting,
I hear there's some money in that.
yeah, and while I was out hunting some big game, as it were, um, I think I might have gotten infected by something fungal, and I was kind of hoping, you could like give me some antifungal medication just to nip that in the bud, or like, remove it from me, or do something that doesn't
He,
involve killing me as I look at his sidearm.
he starts looking at his pad, and then he kind of pauses when you say kill. He's like, "Wait, the receptionist said you were acting a little bit fishy and said you needed privacy. So when you just said fungal, I assumed it was something in the nether regions. But what the fuck are you talking about?"
See, I don't know. That's what I was kind of hoping you could like, check me over, I guess. Like, there were some spores I inhaled, and now like shit's going all wonky. So like, I could really use some help here.
He's gonna start to slowly back away from you. Spores, funky, and you just came from off-world.
Yeah, and then when I like be like, yeah, you agreed to help me. Like, can I mind bend him, mind freak him?
All right, so you already used 3 points. So instead of 2d6 plus 7, this will be 2d6 plus 6.
Okay.
And then after this, you only have one more point left.
13.
Okay. His eyes will get glassy for a second. He's like, "Oh, of course, Mr. Treacher. I'll help
Oh,
you out."
and then I just thought about this. Could it be like, oh yeah, this is like doctor-patient confidentiality, kind of.
Well, he's agreed to help you out. So, despite what you said, which was so unsettling to him, he's agreed to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Okay, cool. I'll be like, cool, thanks, bro. Do I just stay in here, or where do I go?
Oh, no, no, no. This room is not where we would do that. Let me take you to the scanner room.
Okay, we'll do.
We'll do a full body scan.
Okay.
Turn your head and
All right.
cough.
So
Pretty much, right.
back to the rest of the party. The literal party is going quite well. You have had members of the Borite community, which seem to primarily be military officers that have been assigned here to the starport. They're eating next to you. They're kind of like answering questions about the food. They're kind of like talking up the products that they hear that they have here on Borite, though pretty much anything like mechanical or technological, you're just kind of nodding and going, because all of it is just super
Pretty
out of date.
arcane, yeah.
But some
That's
I like
okay.
how proud they are of it, though. It makes me happy.
Because
some of the-
Okay, sorry.
No, you can continue.
That's okay because I'm only interested in the whiskey, so
Yes, the food and the whiskey does actually seem to be pretty top notch. When you ask about the whiskey, there's actually one person among the officers that says, "Ah, my family comes from one of the distilleries, and well, here's one of our secrets. We actually have some old casks from old Earth that was actually brought to Borite, and we still use them."
No shit. So how much would it cost to buy some?
To buy whiskey, it depends on how much you want to buy. We can do bulk orders. We could do it by the tonnage, as we have had in the past with certain ships that have come in.
What if I were to ask for like a sample array of all of your greatest hits? It wouldn't be.
that's called a flight, Captain.
I'm being told by my XO it's called a flight. Not anything necessarily in bulk, but something I can keep on the ship to give my crew as like a reward for a good job.
Well, yeah, we can get some of that delivered. We could even arrange for a small nominal fee, a visit to the actual distillery, which will come with drinks and complimentary mini casks.
We don't have to do the visit, but if you could just load up some of your favorites onto the ship.
Okay. We can arrange price for you. We do take credits as well. So yeah, we can start to arrange that. I'll see what we have here at the starport. We get maybe one ship coming in every about 3 to 6 months.
Okay. So you guys stay busy.
We'd like to think so. Though some people say some worlds get like multiple ships a day, and we don't know how they handle that.
Who knows?
Not your monkey, not your circus.
Yeah. You guys have a good thing going on here. I wouldn't worry about other planets.
Well, it is pretty tough with the raiders when they strike.
Speaking of which, tell me more about this raider problem.
Well, they've been they've been on and off ever since the collapse of the old Drynaxian Empire. Well, kingdom, I think they called it. Empire? I don't know. It's hard.
Sindalan Empire.
The Sindalan Empire. Oh yeah, I think I heard like one of my teachers mentions the Sindalan. So this was a while ago before she was kidnapped. Yeah, teachers don't tend to last very long here. Most of what we've built up, we've had to start to rely on just oral history and whatnot. And unfortunately, we've had to start to not really publish books anymore or whatnot because you never know who's going to report to the Augmen about smart people. They seem to really like smart people.
You think somebody's reporting to the Augmen?
Oh, you don't know. You don't know. We can't be sure. You know, we have officers who try to look out for that sort of thing, but you know, when you're dealing with these evil spacers who are coming down with their beams and whatnot, ugh, it's like frickin' space wizards, man.
They probably don't know how many ships are presently in system that are slavers. They probably don't have the technology for that, I would bet.
They don't even have the technology to track their communications, obviously.
Yeah.
But we do have 3 surface-to-air guns here at the you know, right here for our landing area. So you know that we're pretty advanced.
Well, how could we help you better deal with this slaver problem?
The commander pipes up. Well, you know, we haven't had much luck actively stopping any of them. Our military generally is responding way after an event occurs and the kidnappings have taken place.
When was the last kidnapping?
The last kidnapping about a month ago.
And how often do they usually happen?
There's been... Hold on. Jeffries. A guy kind of looks up from eating a meat pie. Real? How many attacks so far this year? 53. Yeah, 53 so far this year.
And they take people every time?
Every time. They're here for people.
Then they don't take any of your exports, any of your food or anything?
Don't seem to be interested in it. They seem to be interested in people. We never see any of them ever come back.
Okay.
We suspect, and some other ships suspect, that the Augmen might actually be selling them to the Aslan.
That would make sense.
Which, to be clear, and we're sorry, Mr. Sparks, but there were a couple of us when you first got out of the ship. We were worried you might be one of them Aslan.
Well, you know, I don't take no offense. We're both very tall, much more attractive, and covered in hair.
It's not wrong.
But one of them pipes up, yeah, but your people are from Earth, just like our people, right? Originally?
Personally, I come from my mother. I don't know too much beyond that.
I believe the Vagard were like uplifted, right, by humans or whatever.
By the ancients.
They were really good boys.
the same ones that kidnapped humans from Earth, and they were the Villani, who started the first Imperium.
Okay.
I should show you that.
What?
No, I was just thinking of something that I wrote a while back that released. I'm sorry.
Where is Leonard sitting? Is he near me?
Leonard is chatting up a couple of officers as he's kind of sipping whiskey with them.
Okay, I'm gonna leave him at it. Then he's probably getting some good information.
Yeah, as you look at him, you notice that the officers that he's talking to are drinking far more whiskey than him, and he's just kind of really nursing a single shot glass that somehow is not being emptied. But they don't seem to notice that.
Getting them drunk.
Good man. He's probably giving us some pretty good information. Okay. Well, do you guys mind if we stick around for a couple of days?
Oh, yes. It's probably going to take at least a day or two for us to fill up your fuel. We do have to hand pump it in.
Okay. Yeah, that's great because that's perfect. It would be nice to
We
sit
have a
down.
pump.
You have a pump?
Don't we?
I'm gonna look at Sharky, bewildered because I have no idea. Do we have a pump, Sharky?
I don't know. To be honest, I've only ever been in the cockpit room and my bedroom. Oh, and your office, and another place that I can't speak of to all of the bosses.
I'm going to
Forget
look
I
at.
said that part.
I'm going to look at Andrew with a raised brow.
Andrew shrugs. Um,
Okay.
but no, we because we have fuel processors, so we should be able to uh, attach our intake to your tank and pump it ourselves. Yes.
Oh, well
Richard?
then it'll be a
Yes,
lot faster.
Richard.
Yeah, sure. You can do that to speed up the process. The fuel that they're giving to you is completely unrefined, so
Yeah, we still have to wait. We still have to wait for it to be refined. Yes, and I think we do 20 tons a day, so it's going to take us a few days to refine it.
Okay.
Mhm.
So you guys don't mind if we? It sounds like you guys have a pretty manageable traffic situation here, so it's okay if we kind of darken your doorstep for a few days.
Oh yes, we only ask you not to bother the other vessel that's currently parked there. They've paid for several months in advance for parking.
Really? Yeah, we noticed them coming in. They're Hivers, right?
Yeah, one of them was mighty weird though. The others kind of look like you.
What do you mean by weird?
You know, it had lots of tentacles and whatnot.
That's a
Weird.
Hiver, yes.
Weird mouth and eyes.
That's a Hiver, yes.
Oh, have they said anything to you? Do you know what they're? Are they just kind of hanging out?
Honestly, since they paid for parking, we haven't really had contact.
I ask. We're just vaguely curious. We don't run into a lot of Hivers.
No, we haven't either until then.
Captain, we don't run into anything as long as I've been piloting.
That is very true, Sharky. Thank you for bringing that up. Okay, well, I appreciate the food and the fellowship.
Okay. Hold on, let me just roll for one. Oh, okay. You hear a thud in the back of the room as Vim collapses.
Well, can
and-
I've got medic. I'll run over to him and examine him.
And there's an officer next to him, and he's just kind of like chuckling as he looks up to you and says, "Ah,
I will
looks
stop. I'll
like
stop
you-
short and say, "Let me guess, you drank too much."
Yeah. The kid had never heard of. Well, we like to call it the blend. It's a mix of whiskey and moonshine.
I don't think I've ever seen Vim drink a single drink in my entire life. So
Well, I told him it was a Borite stream, and it's a common thing for visitors to our world to try it. I didn't really get a chance to tell him it was alcoholic.
well, did you put some of that in that mix of spirits that I requested?
No, not yet. Do you want it?
Yeah, put some of that on there too. And Sven, why don't you
I'll
pick
take
Vim
care of
up?
it, Captain. The booze, not the kid.
Yeah, I was about to say, are you gonna pick Vim up?
I'll
We've
take care of the
been over
booze,
this,
Captain.
We've been over this, Captain.
So Sven, we're gonna get our friend back to the ship, and then maybe we'll have some more conversation tomorrow.
All right. So heading back to the ship, as you head back to the ship,
I assume that Sven is carrying Vim like not over his shoulder, but like in his arms.
No, sack of potatoes.
Be gentle with him.
So as you head back to the ship, that one officer that you've been talking to before that said his family was associated with the whiskey makers said, Captain, I have a special deal for you as a kind of like show of friendship. I've got 6 mini casks for you with your name on it for just 100 of your credits.
Yeah, that's sure. I got 100 credits. I can spare that.
Okay. He will, as you're being sent back to the ship, he will give you the 6 mini casks.
Oh, what is the storage instruction on this? Can I just leave them in my quarters?
Yeah, you can leave them in your quarters. Just
It's
try to leave them in an environment that is relatively cool and not too much moisture.
That's how I like my quarters. Thank you.
Excellent. Well, hope you enjoy. And if you need more in bulk, just let us know, and we could give you a quote.
I will absolutely do that. Thank you. Thank you.
How much for 5 tons?
Oh, we'll have to go back to the distillery for that big of a quote. But yeah, I could get it to you within the next couple of days. Actually, you know what? For a 5-ton quote, I think I'll be able to go back to the city, and I can definitely afford to send a telegram to my uncle.
Andrew, would you like to be put in charge of the liquor procurement operations?
Of course, Captain.
Okay. That way you don't have to trouble me with that anymore.
All right. So yeah, you're back on your ship. You have your mini cask, and you've gotten some information.
I'll call down to
Leonard-
Jin and ask him to give Vim a once over. He's probably had a little too much to drink, but make sure he doesn't have alcohol poisoning or anything,
Actually, I probably
serious.
will take him directly to the med deck anyway.
Sick, but yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Sven, as you take him to the med bay, Dr. Jim will take a look at him and just kind of chuckle. It's like, yep, I've seen this before on ships. A bit too much boozing, and he gives him a couple of injections. At least when young Master Vim wakes up in the morning, he won't have a pounding headache. Though he pauses. Maybe that would be the wrong lesson for him to learn.
Don't take the ride if you can't take the pain.
Yeah. Curiously, the first time I ever got like shit faced, when I was in high school, I was a sophomore in high school. I did not have a hangover the next day. Like I felt totally fine.
Well, maybe someone gave you a little shot.
I don't know. That is not my experience now. If I get drunk now, even like I don't know, like a mild hangover will put me out of action the entire rest of the next day.
All right. Well, back to Urian. You were sat in your scanning chamber for quite a while. I have to actually make a few rolls now. The doctor is in there with you.
Okay.
Okay. Now for this. Okay. Make me a 2d6 minus 3 roll.
Okay. Oh, 2.
Oh, dear God.
Bad?
Okay. So as you are in the depths of the scanning machine, you actually are lulled to sleep with just the sound of it thrumming around you, and you kind of wake up relaxed. You don't know how long it's been, but the sound of the machine has stopped. And yeah, you're just in there in the machine. Are you gonna pull yourself out?
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, so what'd you find, Doc?
As you come out, you can see the doctor has had his skin flayed off the front of his body,
Oh my
and
God.
there is just a massive growth of purple and brown fungus just growing up like a massive colony starting to bloom. There is a hideous smile across his now skeletal face looking at you, and you realize that he is still alive. And as he sees you exit, he says, "Just like you said, I am a garden."
What? I didn't say that. What? What are you talking about, bro? Did I do this?
He doesn't say anything more.
Oh, okay. So you're just gonna drop that on me, huh? You fucking fungus piece of shit.
Does
Well,
he
you know
have
what?
any like fruit bearing branches or any vegetation you can collect?
Anything you can nibble
Just
on?
curious. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, hey, you know what? If you're not gonna be responsive, I'm gonna aim my
Roll
brain-
2d6 plus 2.
Okay. 5.
Yeah, so you're looking right at him, and it is kind of disconcerting. But the thing that you notice most as you go near him is just like when you were on the previous planet. He smells like home.
Can I learn how I did this or no? Like, is there like any security footage?
You know as much as I just told you. Roll me 2d6 plus 2.
12.
You don't notice any cameras in this room.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, well, this has been fun, but I can't let them find you like this. So, I'm gonna look for some like fire stuff and like just burn them.
You're gonna look for fire stuff.
So
Well, first I'm gonna brain dead him, and then I'm gonna set him on fire.
You're gonna brain dead him. Okay, so how are you gonna brain dead him? Just
My gun, my brain dead gun.
okay. You can roll to attack.
Sean, what the fuck did you do?
I think he
don't
might have used
know.
the brain dead gun on himself.
No, what happened?
Okay.
Why is Gungans and Dragons all of a sudden The Last of Us?
Do you mind if I filled this one, Richard? Just so everyone's kind of on the loop.
Well, do you want it to be a surprise when you catch up to them again?
I don't think you're gonna catch up to us. I think we're gonna run away.
I think that ship has sailed.
I guess, Daniel, for the sake of the stream, do you want people to know, or do you want it to be a surprise?
You should do whatever you want to do. Whatever information you want us to know or not to know.
Yeah. So Sean, if you want, you can reveal to them what happened out of game, or you could keep it to yourself.
I'll keep it to myself, and like if I don't catch up with you guys, then I'll let you know what happened out of game.
Yes,
How's
we
that
definitely
sound?
need to hear this story if you don't make it back.
Okay.
I think if you do make it back, I think we need to hear it in character. So.
And immediately. Do not come on the ship with a fucking spore. Keep that shit off my ship.
How do what do I roll again with this brain dead gun?
Okay, so that would be this brain dead gun.
It's the best way I can describe it.
That's what it is.
Think about it. Every
it's
gun's
your,
kind of a brain dead gun if you use it right.
Yes, but some are more brain dead than others.
It's your neural carbine.
Yes, I'm gonna. Yeah, isn't it like 2d6 plus 1 or something to hit?
Oh yeah, because Yeah, because it would have been +2 from your suit, but your dexterity is -1, and you have no skill in gun combat. But
Yeah,
so you're using jack of all trades. So yeah,
Yeah.
2d6 +1.
Also, I wasn't trying to be offensive with it. It was just the nickname I gave it.
Oh no, that's fine.
Are
That's
you
fine.
5.
You know what? He's not moving. We'll make this a very simple task. You just press
you.
it right against his skull and you fire. And it will do. Okay. Yeah, the same. Well, you can't even tell if it's a smile or not because this guy doesn't have a face anymore. So the expression kind of stays the same.
Does he fall over?
No, in fact, well, he's kind of like planted against the wall right now. That the fungus has spread out a bit.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna be like, did that hurt you? Did that kill you?
You get no response.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna take it. You don't have a brain anymore.
Can you show me that gun works by test firing? Sorry.
I didn't think an RP choice was gonna get me killed.
I grow more and more intrigued every single step you take in whatever this bullshit is you're doing right now.
Right, same. Okay, so I'm gonna be like, okay, well, anyway, thanks for the help, Doc. Sorry this happened to you. Anyway,
As you're right next to him, you can see the computer screen next to him, and it says "scan completed."
oh, okay, I'm gonna look at the scan first, and then I'll research it. I'll look at it.
Okay. What is your medicine skill? You have nothing in medic, so this is a jack of all trades. We'll base this off of your education. So this is going to be 2d6 plus 2.
Okay. 7.
This is hard for you to read. It's very technical, but it does look like, according to the body scan, there is some sort of massive growth that is throughout your body. Again, it's hard for you to tell the details, but it looks like it's isolated parts within your head, your chest, and some of your extremities.
Oh, okay, cool. Someone would be like, oh, does it say inoperable at all?
There's a lot of technical jargon that you're not getting the gist of.
But there's nothing that, like, there's no word that just says inoperable, I guess. Sorry.
You can see the word foreign matter.
Oh, okay. Ah, cool.
That's also
Great.
probably some information you're going to want to save. I don't want to play the game for you.
No, I got you. I'm just gonna be like, ah, cool. Madman horrors behind my comprehension. Sweet. I'm just gonna be like, well, anyway, thanks for the scan, Doc. Don't really understand any of this. I assume it's bad, but anyway, I'm gonna give you the funeral you would probably want. I'm gonna set him on fire or something.
How are you setting him on
You're
fire?
really set on setting this man on fire.
I'm gonna find like something to set him on fire with, like acid or something caustic.
Well, acid won't set him on fire.
Well, I'll find. I mean, is there anything in here that can set him on fire?
Okay, make me a recon check. 2d6 minus 1.
6.
No, you don't find anything in the scanning room to set him on fire.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm gonna be like, well, All right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna take off. Hopefully, you don't get found. Well, actually, is there any place I can just hide this body in here? Oh wait, actually, I don't. I'm gonna strap him to the chair.
The scanner that you were in, you're just gonna stick him inside of it?
Yeah, and then be like, oh shit, like this,
Put a do not disturb sign on it.
Okay. As you do this, big plumes of spores come off as you're touching his body and ripping him off the wall. Roll me 2d6 minus 3.
Okay. Don't I have my armor on?
You would have had to take it off for the scanning.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Sorry. 5.
Okay, that's another one.
Another what?
Nothing. So yeah, you shove his body into the scanner. There's still a few fungal masses that you can see that are against the wall, but you've gotten the majority of it shoved into the scanner.
Okay.
His face is just kind of looking out from the scanner in the just mass of just like bodily tissue and mushrooms that is sticking out with his like lidless eyes.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, ugh. Anyway, so anyway, sorry, Doc, and I'm just gonna kind of like slip out of the room, try to be unnoticed.
Okay, so you're rolling stealth.
Less stealth, more like inconspicuous, I guess. But I'm gonna get my suit on first.
Those words could be synonyms.
So
true.
less stealth, more inconspicuous. So okay, so I guess this would be a streetwise roll. So roll 2d6, just 2d6.
7.
Okay. As you leave, the receptionist looks up at you. It's like, "Oh, Mr. Archibald Treacher, did you get your treatment? You've been in here for like a good 6 hours."
Yeah, yeah, I did.
It's only seemed like 15 minutes to you.
Yeah. No, it was all good.
Oh, okay. She pauses. Huh. Usually by now I would have gotten the message from the doctor about how much to charge you.
I'm gonna be like, actually, we're actually old friends, so he said it was free. And I'm gonna make her think that with my mind powers.
As you go to reach for your mind powers, you realize you are completely tapped.
Oh, I didn't get him back over the 6 hours.
It's as if it's as if you used the remainder of your powers during the time that you were asleep somehow.
Well, shit. I'm gonna be like, yeah,
So
no,
she kind of looks at you oddly, and she's like, "The doctor? He has no fucking friends." Underneath the desk, she pulls out a shotgun. What'd you do to the doctor, motherfucker?
I'm in my armor, right?
You are.
And how is there anyone else in here?
At the moment, no.
I'm gonna shoot her with my narrow carbine.
You're gonna shoot her within their whole carbine. All right,
Wow.
roll. She's gonna get a shot off too.
What
Nah,
the,
but it's
what
not
the,
gonna do anything to
what the fuck is happening right now?
I don't know.
He's shooting somebody, obviously.
Well, I get that, but what has led you to this?
Okay, so
It's complicated.
her shot will kind of bounce off against your armor. Roll 2d6 plus 1.
Like, did you fuck someone that you weren't supposed to fuck?
No.
Nope. Okay, so okay.
After the session, what if I explain it so then viewers will still be in for a surprise?
Okay, you can message me if you want.
So
or the group chat.
I mean, Sean, if you really want to share, you can.
Don't let my questioning pressure you. I'm just.
Well, you're curious. Like, no, I get it. Yeah.
She screams as you hit her with this, and she dives behind her desk.
Oh, she dodged it?
No, it seems to have hurt her, but she's dived behind her desk now. She knows that you raised your hand at her, and suddenly her head felt like it was on fire.
I'm gonna shoot her again.
She's behind the desk. She has total cover.
Shoot her.
Oh my god!
Run.
Hey, she's a witness
Run.
now. Dang it.
Okay.
2d6 plus 1.
Yes.
9.
Oh my god. Yeah, she will now slowly slump down to the floor. Roll me 2d6 minus 1.
3.
Okay, yeah, you just kind of see her slump down to the ground. Her just partially ajar, drooling. Now roll me 2d6 minus 3.
Be like, yeah,
Sean's
cyber.
like a soft murder hobo. Like he'll kill you, but your body
Cool.
is still alive.
You kind of blink, and then all of a sudden, the kind of like afternoon light that was coming through the windows is more like early evening light. You're standing in almost exactly the same position, but as you're looking down at her, her mouth now is completely full of fungal tissue that's coming out of it.
God damn it! I'm not at this. I'm just looking at what happened to her. Be like, I'm gonna look at be like, hey, hey, Chitara.
Chitara isn't here right now.
God damn it! I'm gonna look down at her and be like, hey, are you alive, fungal lady?
You will have fungal. Well, for one, remember you used the brain dead gun a few times on this one.
That's
A few
right.
times. At least.
Or I'll be like, okay, you know what? No one can find her here. No one's here right now. I'm just gonna go back to my ship, hope repairs are complete, and get the fuck off this planet and back to Drynax.
All right. Heading back to the ship takes you about 15 minutes. Finding a technician. They say that they have finished refueling, but it will take 6 more days for any sort of repairs to your hull to be complete, though your ship technically at the moment is capable of jump now.
Oh, cool. Actually, you know what? I'm good. Don't need repairs. Keep the change. I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna be like, anyway, thanks for the help. I'm gonna give him like an extra $100 and an extra 100 credits.
Okay. Yeah. Roll me 2d6 plus 2 for your piloting check.
11.
All right. Yeah. Ganimakkur starts piloting out from the
Got it.
system.
You mean the hunter, trophy hunter?
The trophy lounge. Yes. Sorry. Yeah. The trophy lounge begins its path out.
I thought for a second that you'd use fungus to bring Ganimakkur back.
Oh, wait.
That'd be kind of cool.
Okay. Do you want to roll for your astrogation?
Sure. Is it 2d6 plus 4, right? Or 2? Or is it minus something?
Yeah, you're on the trophy lounge right now, so your astrogation is 2d6 plus 3.
13.
Easy.
All right. Day 2, as you are just in jump range for leaving the system, there is a system-wide alert for the trophy lounge. And you can see that the person associated with Trophy Lounge, aka Archibald Treacher, but suspected not to actually be Archibald Treacher, has murdered 2 individuals within the starport
Murder.
and
that
is
no such thing.
wanted for immediate questioning for both murder and piracy.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna be like, well, that's not good. But you know what? Not my problem. I'm gonna punch it into jump space.
And there is another notice on there also for bringing in biohazardous material.
Don't know what that's about. And I'm just gonna
Okay,
be like,
roll for your jump drive. So that's going to be 2d6 plus 2.
7.
Okay, with the bonus that you got from your astrogation, that's not going to be in danger of a misjump this time. Okay, so you have jumped.
Yep.
Back to the group on Borite.
I'm gonna turn to Andrew and say, man, I really wonder what's going on with Lacluna or with Urian right now. I hope he's okay.
I'm pretty sure that he's got scrambled, but
It'd be one hell of a
So-
story if we run into him again.
It's the next day on Borite. You'll have Leonard coming up to you all and asking for a meeting of the crew.
Is Vim awake and able to attend to his duties right now?
If you message him, Vim will send you back a message. It will be almost a little bit terse, almost as if he is embarrassed and saying, "Sir, yes, sir, I am ready for any meeting."
Report to your post, please.
Yes, sir. We'll be there shortly. Okay.
We'll start when Vim come. We'll let Vim do the walk of shame through the bridge.
Yep. Everyone will stay kind of silent as he takes his position. He'll kind of look to the side to side, but he stays kind of quiet.
All right. What do you got, Leonard?
All right. So I chatted up a whole bunch of people. I think I have a sort of pattern on the last few raids that have occurred on this world. And I think if the pattern holds true, he brings up the holographic map and points at a section of the continent you are at now. There should be a raid over here within the week.
Okay.
So we can either try to intercept them and get to them on the surface and stop the raid in person, which, well, might win over some hearts and minds as they see us kind of working in person to save their people. Or we can just attempt to be kind of in orbit and try to stop them before they leave. I've heard from some of the locals that it looks like we'd have a 50-50 shot on whether or not it would be a ship that has the capability of doing a double jump or would need refueling from the waters of the planet.
So our chances are to stop them before they get anyone, or stop them after they already have people on board.
Or as they're like in the middle of a raid. You know, make things look good.
Why not both?
Explain.
Sometimes they have a single ship. Sometimes they have multiple ships for these raids. So.
Okay.
I mean, anything that are they going to be ships that we need to be worried about?
It seems like largely what they're concerned about is storage space.
Okay, so they're probably not. I mean, they're probably not very heavily armed anyway, because these guys are so low tech. They're probably pretty easy to take.
But again, these people don't really give the most accurate description of technology.
That's fair.
Yeah.
But we still have Misery's company in the sky, and she can definitely give us a heads up on any incoming vessels, as well as acting as
That was going to be a point I was going to bring up. Do we want the Misery's company to continue to be in orbit right now, or do we want her to get some distance or continue on to Drynax? Because it could be possible that having the Misery's company in orbit, considering, well, she is decently armed, it might scare off some of the raiders.
Can she hide behind a moon or asteroid?
Well,
that could be part of backing off.
I mean, she's very stealth, as we've already observed.
Yeah. So what would a fight? So you're saying we fight on the ground and we stop we stop them from taking one, or we just shoot them down before they get here.
Well, Captain, we can literally make ourselves. We can ensure that we are in the community that is targeted, literally by just going there as ourselves. All we have to do is just run our mouths, maybe bring some books and some of our own pads to show some literature and writing and whatnot. And, well, if there are any secret snitches like the military forces think, we would be seen as high value targets for them to take.
But would they take off-worlders?
How would they know the difference? I
Apparent-
mean, they would know that Sharky's not from here.
Apparently, there have been instances in the past where they have taken off-worlders.
Okay.
And then what's the next step of this? We let them take us onto their ship, or we?
No, we would bring our own weaponry and just make sure that the locals don't know we brought our own weaponry and whatnot, and we basically ambush the ambushers. I believe there is an ancient pictograph that I once saw describing this. It's like, better call the police, but not for...
Not for me, or not for the not for me. Okay, so and obviously, if we try to help the locals prepare, whatever spies they have, we'll probably tip them off.
Exactly. And honestly speaking, with the technology level difference, I don't think it would be all that much of a help from the locals.
Yeah. Well,
we're not.
But we could see from their reactions, possibly, who might be a spy.
We don't have any way of having the Misery's company. I want to know how the spies are getting information off. I want to know how the spies are getting their information off planet.
that's a
Who
good
they're
point.
relaying it to.
I mean,
who
it
they're
could
relaying
be. It could be if that there are spies on this world that they've been given technology that is far beyond the locals' capabilities of perceiving.
The Misery's company should be able to pick up on communications like that.
Hence,
So should the Ganimakkur, by the way.
well, the Ganimakkur would be. The Ganimakkur would be infinitely better at running electronic warfare.
But
So
I've heard in the past from some of the locals, off-worlders can be considered highly prized, and apparently even more highly prized are non-humans. And he looks specifically at Billiam, Sharky, and he looks at Engineer when he says this.
does
Oh, he's-
does Billiam or Engineer have any fighting experience?
If you ask Billiam directly, that, well, I've been in a few scrapes. Engineer kind of makes a little trill of derision. It's like, Engineer works with machinery.
Do we know their raiding parties? Do we know how large their raiding parties usually are?
From what I've heard, they generally don't leave too many in the way of witnesses. Usually it's just very sick or elderly that they leave behind.
So we don't
not the
know.
best. Yes,
Okay.
largely unknown.
Okay, so we take whoever's in this room with us plus Veronica, maybe Billiam. I don't want anyone going who might find themselves in a fight where they don't where they don't want to be in a fight. I want to use the Engineer as bait, just because they are an off-worlder.
Well, I think Sharky and Billiam could suffice as our token non-human bait.
Okay, and then how do we sneak the weapons in? Do we load up the air raft and we fly it over?
Yeah, we can possibly do that. Load them up in crates. Say that it's trade goods.
Okay. And the ship will
Some of
be.
us have
Go ahead.
some of us have weapons that are immediately not technologically advanced. Would point at whatever sword Leonard has chosen to wear on his belt today.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I also want the most advanced weapons we can possibly have with us.
Yes, but they don't look. I mean, it would be not uncommon to have the two of us or the three of us be armed with swords. And
Okay.
it would not be abundantly obvious that sword goes burr until I made sword go burr.
Yeah. So what you're saying is some weapons we don't have to hide, some of them we will.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, like that big ass gun that Sharky has in his backpack.
Yeah. Okay. So what? Sven, Leonard, Andrew, Sharky, Veronica, Billiam. How do we secure the ship while we're away? We leave George in command.
Yeah, leave George, engineer, Barbie. I think they'll all manage on pretty well.
Vim, how do you feel about this? Do you want to stay behind and take command of the ship, or do you want to come with us?
Well, sir, I can help with the ship here in your stead. It could be possible that they might see the Hiver vessel and the Ganimakkur here and see them as a target. So I would like to remain here as the officer in charge of making sure everything stays shipshape.
Okay.
We need to leave a gunner.
Yep.
Probably Veronica.
Damn, she's.
Barbie will raise her hand and she yawns. I can use the fucking gun.
Okay.
But
I did not know that.
I want a bonus for this month. Because it ain't my job normally.
You want a gunner's salary? No.
On top of my astrogation.
We'll work it out. We'll work it
Deal.
out, Barbie.
Deal.
Deal. Barbie nods. Good deal. Good doing a deal with you, XO.
Vim, you'll be in command of the ship. If there is any sign of trouble, you obviously tell us, and then I want you to call the Misery's company.
Will do, sir.
We need to tell the Misery's company to make sure that she's quiet so they don't see her coming in.
Right.
So they don't
Also,
see her
Chris
coming in.
Chris should be briefed on all of this. He should know
Yes.
exactly what we're doing.
And Leonard will look at you, Akluna, and say, and I think you will be integral for this with your previous job experience, especially if we're trying to suss out who within this local community might possibly be a spy.
Well, I was a spy. That makes sense. I haven't done spycraft in, forever, I guess.
Seems like forever.
Well, I don't remember any of the shit we did on Dragon Planet with my handler and shit, so.
Yeah, so definitely.
Yeah. All right. So, what's the time frame on this? What's the ETA of the raiding party?
Within the next week or so. So they probably are in the middle, if they do have spies, of determining who their target's going to be.
Okay, so we need to go over there soon then and kind of assimilate.
Sounds like we need to go to a winery or a distillery.
Yep.
All right.
And take lots of notes.
Do
And
we
bring
have
lots
any
of
of those
scan and bring lots
fencing?
of lots of take lots of notes.
Anyone want to borrow a book from my room?
Half of the crew is just blitzed during the raid,
Well,
firing wildly into the air.
we're not gonna get drunk.
So the question.
You don't get drunk.
Also,
We might be
I trust
visiting
as
the
long as we
distillery,
leave.
but we're not.
As long as we leave Vim here, I don't think anyone present would get drunk before a big fight. So the question now, looking a step ahead, is so we defeat this raiding party, we curry some local favor, but then what? Like, this isn't going to stop raiding parties from coming.
That's why we need to do everything in our power to uncover the network and potentially take alive any raiders that we can and impress upon them that Borite is closed for business. Or
Exactly.
else.
Stopping a single raid while they've been able to do this pretty much like invincibly for the past few decades will probably give them pause.
Especially if we can dismantle their spy network.
I'll give them pause right now if they'll leave us alone. And then Sharky raises his hand.
You get to give them pause so that they do leave us alone, Slugger.
Yeah, Sharky's going to throw pause. All right, I like this plan, and I particularly like showing the locals that Drynax is here for them, without any, without a promise of them giving us anything. Just something we do something for them. We establish that relationship, and then we go from there.
All right, sounds great. If you want, I could just start to head out and speak to the couple of contacts I've started to make, see what sort of like distilleries or whatnot might be in that area for us to go visit, and see if we can basically get the official go-ahead. Get our passports stamped. Oh, I think that's what they said. Get our passports stamped. I don't know how we're going to do that because I don't think
with like a literal stamp, like an ink.
Yeah,
fucking stamp.
They described it to me, so I think we'll actually have to like physically print out ID for each one of us, and then they can do their little stamp to it.
Okay, Sven, you're in charge of keeping everyone's IDs safe and in the same spot.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, I would say it's stupid, but it's so fucking quaint. It's kind of cute.
Yes.
We'll get to keep them as souvenirs.
Question though, if we're actually printing this out, where do we want to say that we're citizens of? Because, well, a few of us, we're natives of Drynax, but like others are from like the Imperium and whatnot.
I think everyone on the Ganimakkur are subjects of the King of Drynax.
Okay. We'll make sure those are printed out then for them to give their little
Sharky's eyes
here.
widen at the mention of this, but he doesn't exactly know what that means, so he's just going to stay quiet.
Also, Leonard, just because some of us were in the Imperium, some of us perhaps, those of us who have left us, may have been members of the Third Imperium. It doesn't mean that their allegiances are there anymore.
Okay. I didn't want to presume anything.
All right, well, you go talk to your contacts. Let's get that air raft loaded up with weaponry and supplies.
Crates of supplies.
Do we have any of those remote sensors like Silverhand had around her ship?
No.
I don't think so.
Guys, I have to leave a little early today, so I'll catch you later.
Good night.
Okay. We were
Talk to you
just
later.
heading.
Yeah, I think we're good.
See
We're
you,
getting
Monty.
pretty close to being done anyway. And also the way we'll do this is that when we get there, we'll have a little bit of time to kind of survey the surroundings in the area, and then Sven can come up with a. We can, I guess, between me and Sven and Andrew, we'll figure out a good plan. We do have those
Okay.
breaching charges.
You do.
Yeah.
Oh, and we bought a whole bunch of ordnance that's in the armory, right?
But you have the breaching charges.
Well, no,
and
Sven went.
You got the grenades.
Yeah, Sven
The
went on
grenade.
like a little shopping spree.
Yes, you do have the collection of various different grenades
And handcuffs.
Yeah, we probably won't
and
need
handcuffs.
Yeah. Okay. So okay.
Actually, if you're capturing them alive, you might need the handcuffs.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's make sure we take all the shit. That actually having grenades would be kind of cool. Do we have any like stun grenades?
I think you did get some stun grenades.
Yeah, I think we got 4 big crates. 2 of them were really aggressive, and 2 of them were mixtures of all kinds of different things,
All right.
including stun.
So why don't you take an inventory of what we have and then make a determination on what we're taking with us. You can lead the effort to get us outfitted.
Okay.
Okay. And back to Urian.
Oh god.
You are in the middle of the jump. As you're in the middle of the jump, you feel the embrace of your love, Chitara, around you. And she whispers in your ears, you know, you can feel it getting worse inside you, can't you?
Yeah, how do I stop it?
Well, my love, it might be that the secret to your survival, she taps one claw against your head, lays in here, and maybe not, and she pats your chest. It might not stay within here for much longer.
Wait,
I
okay.
think you know what I mean, my love.
Urian's genitals
What?
aren't on his chest, are they?
Okay. I mean, I don't. Okay. Pretend I'm an idiot and I don't know what you mean. What do you mean? Just layman's terms.
Well, sometimes, my love, if the ship is going down, sometimes it's the smarter move for the captain to jump ship.
So you're saying I should go out the airlock?
That's kind of a literal interpretation of that sentence, don't you think?
I guess are you saying there's no chance of me like surviving this or being myself after this?
Hold on. It means exactly. So you get a stroke of realization in your head, as you almost seem to get a private message about what that meant.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I'll be like, I see now. I'll have to think on that.
Well,
You look out onto
you guys
jump
keep your
space.
secrets.
You look out onto jump space, knowing soon enough you'll be back out there into the universe. You cough a little bit, and you notice that you see a slight fog of spores coming from your mouth.
Oh, god damn it.
And we will end there for this week.
God, it's so gross.
So after we end the stream, Daniel, if you want, I can explain. Anyone who wants to hear it, I can explain it.
Can you keep it under 5 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. If you're still here with us, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back next week at 7 p.m. Central, our original time, for the next installment of Gungans and Dragons. I think next week will be episode 52. So join us then. Until then.